Hey retro food fans, today we're going to go all the way back to 1935 and talk about one of the country's most celebrated berries that came out of one of the country's oldest theme parks. You're going to love it. Hey everyone, I'm Jill and this is YesterKitchen. And today, well not today, but this week is my birthday. Yay! So I am going to celebrate by sharing with you one of my favorite childhood memories. Since I've been a little girl, I've been going to an amusement park called Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park, California. Buena Park is right next door to a little city called Anaheim, and we all know what's there. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about a theme park that's even older than the Mouse's place. So Knott's Berry Farm really started out as a farm. I'm going to show you some pictures. It was started by Walter and Cordelia Knott, and they literally had crops. They were struggling, and they started planting berries. And in 1920, they put up a little berry stand to kind of help make ends meet. So as the cars were passing by, they would stop and buy some berries. Now this is before our beloved Boysenberry came around. So in 1928, they built a permanent building, and in that building, customers can buy berries, they can buy berry plants, and Cordelia opened a little tiny five-table tea house. And people came and they had lunch and they bought berries, and business started picking up. Then, in 1935, Walter Knott got together with his friend, are you ready? Ralph Boysen. And together, well, really it was more Ralph's idea, but he created a brand new berry. He crossed a blackberry, a raspberry, and a loganberry. And he put them all together, and it was amazing. And of course, Walter named the berry after his friend because he came up with it. And the Boysenberry was born. And so I'm going to talk a little bit more about it, but for now, the number one dish that came out of that gorgeous berry was the Boysenberry Pie. And we're going to make it for you right now. And then we'll talk a little bit more. So we've got a nice big pot. And to this big pot, you're going to add 7.5 ounces of water, which is literally just under a cup. The measurements for this recipe are very specific, so I went ahead and just made them easier for you. To that, we're going to add a cup minus 1 tablespoon of sugar. Now, if you forget to take out that 1 tablespoon, you'll probably be fine, but I'm just following Cordelia's recipe. Then we're going to add a tablespoon of corn syrup. I was going to say cornstarch, that comes later. Corn syrup. Just enough. And then you're going to add a teaspoon of fresh, always fresh, lemon juice. And a little dash of salt. And you're just going to start stirring that around, and you're going to bring the mixture to a boil. So while we're waiting, I'll tell you a little bit more about Knott's Berry Farm. So they had their berry stand, they had their berry store. Cordelia was serving her lunches in her tea house. And then in 1937, Cordelia decided to add fried chicken to her menu. And people loved it. And they love it to this day. It's if you haven't been to Knott's Berry Farm and you haven't had the chicken dinner, it's amazing. It's dinner, chicken with all the sides, and you get pie after, and they even make boysenberry punch, which I've loved since I was a kid. So Cordelia's chicken dinner started to get very, very popular. Crazy popular. People came from everywhere to have these chicken dinners. So there were long lines and lots of waits. So in 1940, Walter got a very smart idea. He created a little ghost town right by where people were eating chicken dinner, and that was to entertain the people while they were waiting in line. And that, my friends, was the start of Knott's Berry Farm. It was a ghost town. That was actually one of my favorite parts of Knott's Berry Farm growing up. I just spent so much time there. They had a graveyard. It was just all they had a little bar where they sold sarsaparilla. It made me so happy. I just have so many great memories with my daddy going to Knott's Berry Farm when I was little. So this recipe comes out of my personal cookbook, Knott's Berry Farm Cookbook, that I actually bought in 1966 at Knott's Berry Farm, and it's been a treasure forever. I've cooked so many out of here. It's just glorious. But today, it's all about the pie. So here we go. Check it out. Our mixture is boiling. And now what we're going to do is we have a 1/4 cup of water and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. And they're just going to get all happy together. We're going to mix it up. and into the pot it goes. And that's what's gonna thicken up your pie, or your pie filling. And you're gonna let it just kind of get all happy together, wait for it to warm up again. Meanwhile, I have frozen boysenberries. And I will tell you that frozen boysenberries are not easy to find. So because blackberry is one very big component in a boysenberry, you can use blackberries. I wouldn't recommend using more than one berry, like adding raspberries, because it just won't work well. The blackberries will hold up better, just like to the pie. So anyway, I have 16 ounces. I had to buy two 10-ounce bags because that's how they come. And a lot of berries come that way. So I just kind of took out a little bit, but it's mostly in here. So really all you're gonna do now is you're just gonna kind of bring your heat all the way down. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. Now you want to cook it with the berries frozen. Don't defrost your berries. And in they go. Oh my God. This is just my childhood. But that's what this channel's about. This channel's all about childhood memories through food. So I had to share mine. And I would love to, I'm starting to get comments on your childhood memories. I can't tell you how much I love hearing your family stories. It warms my heart. Please send me more. Tell me your recipes. Tell me about your parents. Tell me how they cooked. Okay, so now we have that all mixed together. Look how gorgeous that is. We're gonna push that aside, and we're gonna bring in a pie plate with the crust right there. And we're just gonna pour our mixture right in. God, glorious, takes me back. Now I really want the chicken dinner. So Knott's Berry Farm is about 2 hours away from me. So I guess this will have to do. Now you want a top crust. This is a top crust pie. So I know YesterKitchen, we're super easy. We like to cheat. I did not make my own crust. I can. Maybe one day I'll do an episode on just crust, but for now, let's keep it easy. And I bought store-bought refrigerated. So now I have the top crust. Hello. I'm gonna bring it on over. You're just gonna lay your top crust right over all those gorgeous berries. And just kind of pinch it underneath. Make sure it's all together. Because you want it to not spill out. That is the goal. But it usually will spill out some, which is why I have this on a cookie sheet covered in tin foil. I'm always thinking ahead. Okay, so I've got that. Now what you want to do next is you want to, I'm getting so excited. So many memories. Okay, so now you want to cut slits in your pie crust because you want some steam to escape or else it's going to go pop, and that would not make for a happy pie. So we're just going to do some cute little old school lines. And I have my oven already set. It's cranking out at 400 degrees. I'm going to put this glorious piece of childhood memories in the oven for about 40 minutes, and we'll check it when it's done. Okay, it's been about 2.5 hours. My beautiful pie has been cooling by the window, and here it is. Take a look. Yes, it is perfect. It looks so homemade. I love it. I can't wait. See, everyone wants a birthday cake. This is my birthday cake. Let's take a cut. See what it looks like. Oh, pie. Oh, hello, pie. And remember, you got all the juice. This is a very juicy pie, which is a very good thing. I think maybe vanilla ice cream might be wonderful on top, but me, I'm a purist, and I love it plain. And I'm not the best pie server. Look at all those beautiful purple berries. And this, my friends, is Knott's Berry Farm Boysenberry Pie, and it has my heart. I want to thank you so much for joining me for my birthday, even though you didn't know you would be. Got a big party tomorrow. My almost famous friends will all be there, and tons of other people that I'm so blessed to have in my life. Thank you so much for letting me share my childhood memory with you. If you would like to explore more dishes from your childhood, or just the past, I invite you to subscribe. I release new videos every Friday. In the meantime, here's some more retro dishes for you. And remember, every dish, even my beloved Boysenberry Pie, has a story. I'll see you in the next video.